Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. Yeah, man. Sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching The Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for May the 18th, 2022. Yeah, man. Overall, man, it was a good show. It could have been better. But it was a good show. There were some things I would have changed. Around. Maybe the first match, the opening match with Samoa Joe and Johnny Elite, aka John Morrison, who's now a part of AEW. I probably would have put that match second. And you know the reason why is because I enjoyed that Hangman Adam Page match. The Hangman Adam Page and what's his name? Takeshita. Yeah, I enjoyed that match. It was probably one of the best matches on the show. A great back and forth match. So I probably would have put that match first and then Samoa Joe and Johnny Elite. But I see why they put it first because it was the Owen Hart tournament. But yeah, other than that, man, you know that's probably the only things I would have changed. But you know everything else, the main event was rushed. It was rushed, man. There was something on this show that took time away from the main event. And so that's why the main event was so rushed. But yeah, there were other things on this show that I enjoyed too. Kyle O'Reilly and Ray Phoenix, they had a great match. And, you know, the things with the Jericho Appreciation Society and the Blackpool Combat Club, that stuff was really great too. But yeah, I was really disappointed in the women's Owen Hart tournament with Dr. Britt Baker and Maki Ito. I thought that match, it was so cringe, man. It really was. But I'm gonna get into all that stuff later. But yeah, overall show, it was a decent show. It was a good show. You know, it could have been better. Could have been a lot better. Not saying it was bad or anything, but you know, it could have been better. That was pretty much AEW Dynamite for May the 18th, 2022. I say this all the time in the intro: like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And so yeah, so tonight we're live in Houston, Texas. And so our first match of the night was the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. And so Samoa Joe, who is the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, versus the Joker, Johnny Elite or John Morrison. So yeah, so John Morrison is All Elite. And so yeah, so at first, man, I thought it was Johnny Gargano for a second because it said Johnny and stuff like that. So I thought it was Johnny Gargano because earlier today, Tommaso Ciampa, he had tweeted a picture of himself and Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. And Tommaso Ciampa, he had said that I'm spending some time with a couple of jokers today. And so yeah, that was pretty much the hint, but he definitely trolled all of us, bro. He really did. Johnny Nitro or Johnny Elite was probably the last person I was expecting. I was expecting maybe a Kenny Omega. I said this last week, Kenny Omega. I was expecting Kenny Omega, but I was hearing Johnny Gargano. I was like, maybe it could be Johnny Gargano. But we had Johnny Elite. Not a bad person to pick as the Joker. But it was great seeing Johnny Nitro. I keep calling him Johnny Nitro. It was great seeing John Morrison, man. Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Elite, whatever you want to call him. He's Johnny Elite now. John Morrison, or Johnny Elite, he had a diving corkscrew to Joe outside the ring. And he did not get all of that, man. He really didn't. As a matter of fact, man, he got nothing. He landed right on that floor. Joe had caught him with a huge shoulder tackle. That dude he spun in midair off of that shoulder tackle. And so Joe tried to go for the muscle buster, but Johnny had fought out of it. And so Johnny, he had a Samoan drop to Joe. And so I was like, wow. Because Joe is a big dude, man. And you pick him up with a Samoan drop, bro. Yes. And then Johnny, he had a 450 splash to Joe. And just like the corkscrew splash, Johnny, he did not get all that 450 splash. He got some of it, but he didn't get all of it. And so Johnny tried to go for the Starship Pain. Joe had blocked it by putting his knees up. And so to end the match, Samoa Joe, he had the Muscle Buster to Johnny Nitro. Here I go again, calling him Johnny Nitro. Johnny Elite to win the match. So therefore, Samoa Joe wins the match and advances to the next round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And so right after the match, we had Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. They came out and they attacked Joe and Johnny. And so so Lethal, he had a pipe in his hand and he hit Joe with the pipe. And so he had the Best Friends and Rocky Romero. They came out with steel chairs and they chased off the heels. And so that was pretty much it with that. As far as the winner with this match, at first I thought they were going to give it to Johnny. But, then again, you can't have Joe lose because he's the champion, the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. So you can't have Joe lose. And Johnny, even though he made his debut, usually you shouldn't lose in your debut, but yeah, maybe it was a one-off. I don't know. So right after that, we had Lexi Nair. She was backstage. She interviews Jeff Hardy with Matt Hardy.
Breaking news here on AEW Dynamite. Jeff Hardy has officially been medically cleared to compete tonight. How do you feel?
I feel good when I get out there in front of this crowd. The adrenaline that they provide me with. Any adrenaline possible.
You can hit the
Bucks.
okay, baby. Hey, Doc, is he gonna make? Is he okay?
Jesus, we're praying for you, Jeff.
Listen, dude.
After last week, oh my God.
You scared us half to death last week, man. What do you think? You're climbing up ladders. You've been doing this for 30 years. You don't have to do this anymore. I know you're banged up. I know you're bruised.
Tough on your body.
Have you thought about your friends, your family? Jeff, listen. Just have you thought about taking the night off tonight?
Yes. Please take the night off.
Because if you don't take off the night tonight, I mean, let's face it, you're a shell of your former self, and if you show up, Adam Cole's gonna kick your ass.
Yes, oh, really?
So just a bit of advice.
Man, get out of here with that Christian AFBS. I got a tournament to win, y'all. Hey, man, you guys don't worry about Brother Nero. He's going to be fine. He's a legit Hardy, not a Hardy cosplayer like the two of you.
Oh, okay.
You two little wimpy, whiny bitches will never be tougher than us, and you will certainly never be better than us. And this is a threat. This is a direct threat. If the two of you interfere in his match tonight, Adam Cole isn't going to be the only member of the Undisputed Elite that is getting their ass whipped. You understand?
Hey, good luck. Oh, that hurt. Sorry about that.
And that was the main event. Jeff Hardy versus Adam Cole in the Owen Hart tournament. And so right after that, we had a match, and it was Konosuke Takeshita versus Hangman Adam Page, who is the AEW World Champion. And so so CM Punk, he joined the commentary team. And so man, this is a really good match, dude. It was a really good match. That's what I said earlier, man. This match probably should have opened up the show. I don't know if it's just me, but I thought this match should have opened up the show. That's just my opinion. Page, he had an over-the-top rope crossbody to Takeshita. And so Takeshita hit a over-the-top rope crossbody of his own on Page. And then Page hit an outside moonsault to Takeshita. And then Takeshita hit a Blue Thunder Bomb to Page. And then Page had kicked out on the move. And then Takeshita hit a Tope con Hero to Page. And so both of these guys, they were going back and forth with haluva kicks. And then they were going back and forth with German suplexes. Takeshita, he landed right on his head, dude. So that had to hurt, man. His head and his neck area. And so, Page hit the Tombstone Power-Driver to Takeshita. And so Takeshita had kicked out. And so, if I'm the Undertaker, man, I am pissed off, man. Somebody hitting my finishing move, a move that I put people away with, and a move that I won championships with, world championships with, and you kick out of it, man. Dude, I am pissed, man. Speaking of the Undertaker, Takeshita had hit a last ride powerbomb to Page, followed up by a running knee strike. Page had kicked out of the move. And so we had a rolling elbow to Takeshita in midair. And so, Takeshita, he tried to go for a jumping clothesline. So, also, another move of The Undertaker, the jumping clothesline, or a flying clothesline, whatever you want to call it. Page had caught him in midair with a rolling elbow. And so, to end the match, Paige hit the buckshot lariat, follow up by the go to sleep to Takeshita to win the match. So Paige, Adam Hangman Page, he wins the match. So Paige, she was sticking it to Punk the same way that Punk had stuck it to Hangman Adam Page last week when CM Punk had hit the buckshot lariat on John Silver in their match last week. Great match, dude. Great match. And just like what I said before, this match should have opened up the show based off of how the match went. So right after the match, Punk and Page, they stared off. And that was pretty much it with that. And so right after that, we had Fuego Del Sol, a vignette of Fuego Del Sol. He spoke. He was talking about the House of Black. And, you know, he trying to find some team members to take out the House of Black.
House of Black, I know what you're thinking. I don't just twist my finger in the air because of a tornado DD2. I do it because I'm a little twisted in the mind. Hell, I must be to keep calling you guys out. For months, you've made my life a living hell, but Fuego was made to walk through fire. And now, it's time to even the odds.
Dark Order.
House of Black this Friday on Rampage. Dark Order has your number. In fact, the odds are in our favor.
Some might say they're even 10
to 1.
Dark Order 10 and Evil Uno. So no Stu Grayson. Stu Grayson, he is not a part of AEW anymore. So it's gonna be on Rampage. And Rampage have a special start time again at 6 o'clock, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm usually not gonna catch it because I'm asleep. I take naps, bro, throughout the day. Like, we have so much wrestling, bro. So much wrestling to watch. Full week of wrestling, dude. I don't like sometimes I don't even have time to watch other wrestling stuff. So right after that, we had a tag team match, and it was Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee versus the Workhorsemen. So that's JD Drake and Anthony Henry. So we had a jumping flatliner to Henry from Swerve, and then we had the pounce to Henry from Lee. And so to end the match, we had a spear bomb diving foot stomp combo to Henry from Lee and Swerve to win the match. So therefore, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland wins the match. And so right after the match, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, they spoke.
The realist, Swerve Strickland, and yours truly, the limitless Keith Lee, have now become a top 5 ranked tag team. And with that news, I do believe we shall shout. Well, that's enough talking from you, Rex, from Toy Story.
Oh, man.
You two are some of the most selfish jabronis me and Hobbs has ever met. The fact that you think that you deserve a shot at the AEW Tag Team Championships when me and Hobbs are standing right here is absolutely insane. Not only did I beat Jungle Boy last week, but I also beat your little ass as well.
Yo, hold up. First off, you come out here dressed like a bar of soap with a pearl necklace on.
A bar of soap.
On top of that, yo, this is Houston, Texas, baby. There's Southern hospitality that you gotta go through. What your mama taught you?
This dude wearing a Scooby-Doo outfit, man. What the hell am I watching?
Now, Ricky, I know you think you're a pretty smart guy. I just wish you were smart enough to realize when to shut the hell up. Now, you come out here every week, strutting around with your chest puffed out, wearing clothes looking like you're dressed up like you're going golf with my grandfather.
Oh, my God.
With that title belt strapped over your shoulder, and I get it. Now you think you're ready for a real championship.
Ooh.
Now, don't get me wrong, you're both worthy teams, you're both top ranked, but you're not the best. We are the best. And as the best, we are used to being challenged, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to go outside the box here, and we're going to challenge you. Both of your teams versus Jurassic Express in a 3-way for the World Tag Team Championships at Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
And Double or Nothing's getting more loaded by the moment.
You kind of knew where it was going. So yeah, I thought it was going to be like a triple threat tag team ladder match, championship match. That's what I thought it was going because, you know, Christian, he's synonymous with ladder matches. You know, Edge and Christian in the tag team titles, and the Dudleys and the Hardys, they're synonymous with ladder matches and TLC matches. So I thought they were going to go with the ladder match. That's probably the way I would have went. They might add a little stipulation. They might add the ladder match. I don't know, but maybe they will. I'm gonna have to go with Team Taz to win those tag team titles. I'm gonna have to go with them, and then we'll see a heel turn from Christian Cage. That's where I think it's going. But yeah, because they teased it. It looked like they teased it a couple of times, so we might get it at Double or Nothing. The tag team championship title change, and then the heel turn. And so right after that, we had Tony Schiavone. He was backstage. He interviews Kris Statlander and Red Velvet. So yeah, they have a match. The Owen Hart tournament, I believe it's on AEW Rampage this Friday.
Guys, Friday on Rampage, first round of the Owen Hart tournament, Kris Statlander and Red Velvet.
Listen, I know we saved each other and all in the past, but yeah, that ship has sailed. Things are different now, and I'm trying to win the whole damn thing. So on Friday, I hope you bring me everything that you've got, because I will, and, I'm going to do it the baddie way.
Things definitely are different, because I've changed, and you've certainly changed. I wasn't even in this tournament to begin with, so you best believe I'm taking this opportunity all the way to the top. There's nothing personal about this anymore. It is strictly business.
Speaking of strictly business, I thought it was so hilarious how you tricked Alien Girl here to think that you guys were friends. She needed a real leader. Let's go. Wait. And Tony?
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
Tony, dude. And so right after that, we had Wardlow's 10 lashes to the back. So Wardlow, that's his first stipulation. He had to get 10 lashes with a belt to the back.
Let me explain something to you, Wardlow. If you so much as lay a finger on me during these lashes, if you retaliate, you don't get the match at Double or Nothing.
So that's another catch.
And you never sign a contract at AEW. But don't worry, since I'm the mensch of the cinch, I'll let your job so you can keep shining my shoes. Because I'm better than you, and you know it. Send out the pig.
And so, yep, they sent out Wardlow, of course, with no theme music. MJF got the lashes in. Wardlow, he did not phase at all, man. Those lashes didn't phase him at all. So MJF, he continued to hit Wardlow with the belt because he was pissed off and everything. And so, yeah, and then eventually he low blowed Wardlow from behind. And, and he started blasting him with the belt. Low blow. Oh my God. And that's when he...
Now look at this. Just utter scum, MJF. Wardlow getting whipped like a government mule by MJF.
A government mule. I never knew what that meant, a government mule. Sean Spears had dropped him with a C4 spike, or the C4.
He's the worst human being not a C4.
And remember, Wardlow has to face Sean Spears in a steel cage match with MJF as no referee. If he wants to face MJF at Double or Nothing, and
he told him to cover him.
MJF getting his referee's practice in. Counts the pinfall.
This may be one of the most worst things.
And so right after that, we had Roppongi Vice. They were backstage. So that's Trent Barreta and Rocky Romero. And so, yeah, so they want a shot at those tag team titles. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. And so right after that, we had the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Fenix with Alex Abrahantes in his corner. A Tope con Hero senton O'Reilly. Phoenix, he had walked the top rope at one point, and he gave O'Reilly a hurricanrana onto the floor. So that was a really great spot. O'Reilly, he had caught Phoenix in midair with an armbar leg lock combo submission move to Phoenix to win the match. So therefore, Phoenix taps out. So therefore, Kyle O'Reilly wins the match and will advance to the next round of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. So right after that, we had Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz in the Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, and William Regal. And so they had a face-off against the Jericho Appreciation Society. So that's Chris Jericho, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager.
It's been a while, Regal. It's good to see you because, quite frankly, I thought you'd be dead by now.
Oh.
It's amazing, after all the abuse you put yourself through, that you still have a brain that works, sort of.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, talk about wasted potential. Right here, with all of your wrestling skills and your character, you could have been one of the greatest of all time, like Chris Jericho. You should have been a world-class champion 10 times over. Instead, you ended up as nothing more than a world-class addict.
Ooh, wow.
Yet nothing more than a squeaky clean nerd.
Let's say you're talking about Bryan Danielson.
You've never had a drink or did a drug in your life, have you, Bryan? I'll tell you this, stick with this lot long enough and Regal will be shoving disco biscuits and whiskey down your throat until you gotta join the program with Moxley.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Definitely personal, man. Woo.
It's a royal flush of losers right here. No wonder Moxley and Regal get together and hang out so much. You're birds of a feather. Regal, here's my advice to you. Go home. Stay out of the Jericho appreciation business, because if you don't, I'm going to throw a fireball in your face because I'm a wizard.
Because I'm a wizard.
Or maybe I'll just take a piss in your tea again.
Oh, wow. I remember that. Back in the Attitude Era, man. Yeah. I think when Regal was the commissioner or something like that, Jericho went to his office and pissed in his tea. So, yeah, I remember that, man.
Well, when I wasn't wrestling you, and even for my time here in AEW,
oh, wow.
whenever you were in the ring, I would go to your locker room and I would open your bag and I would take out your toiletry bag and unzip it very gently, take out your toothbrush
He's a very...
and stick it right up my bottom.
Oh, his toothbrush. Oh, man. I like how Mr. Regal, he said, I took it out real gently. And Eddie Kingston, he had grabbed the microphone. And Eddie Kingston, he was ready to fight, bro. He was ready to fight. Like Jericho, he proposed a match. And so, yeah, he wanted to do like a stadium stampede match and all that stuff. John Moxley, he was like, man, I'm not about to do this stuff. I don't want to do this. And so Eddie Kingston, he was like, man, let's fight right now, man. We don't have to wait until Double or Nothing. Let's fight right now. And so the Jericho Appreciation Society, they walked towards the ring. And so they said, they walked towards the ring and they walked back. And they was like, forget it. Like, forget it. We ain't about to fight y'all. Yeah, they try to stir the pot between Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson. They try to stir the pot between those two. Eddie said something about Bryan, and then Bryan said something about Eddie. Right after the Jericho Appreciation Society had left, Eddie Kingston, he wanted to go after the Jericho Appreciation Society, but Bryan had stopped him. And so Bryan and Eddie, they started pushing and shoving each other. And Eddie, he told Moxley, like, hey, Mox, you better get your due, bro. You better get your due right now before I hurt him. So, yeah, maybe a blood and guts match. That's what I was thinking. Maybe a blood and guts match, but, you know, the feud hadn't been long enough for a blood and guts match. So he might just get like a regular street fight at Double or Nothing. And so right after that, we had Matt Sydal and Dante Martin there backstage, and they spoke about the Blackpool Combat Club. So they challenged them to a tag team match on Rampage.
Dante, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this breakdown? The Blackpool Combat Club can't get along with anybody because they're just obsessed with violence.
Yeah, and they're caught up with the sports entertainers, but I could see in their eyes that they want to fight.
Oh, it's a fight. We should exactly give them what they want. But a fight with the two highest high flyers in all elite wrestling is something they are not prepared for. You don't have to wait for Double or Nothing for a fight. We can give it to you Friday night on Rampage.
And so right after that, we had the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, but this time it was from the women. So yeah, we had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus the Joker, Maki Ito. And so when Maki Ito came out, I was like, oh no. Oh no, man. She is so cringe, dude. I don't know how everybody else like her, man, but man, she is just so cringe. All she do is come out and she just yell all the time. She yelled into a microphone. like singing. I don't know if that's singing or not, but yelling into the microphone. But yeah, this whole match was cringe, dude. This whole match was cringe. They were acting like kids, man, acting like children. Maki Ito especially. Britt Baker had punched her in the face, and so Maki Ito, she just started crying like a kid, like a baby. And so I was like, man, dude, what am I watching, dude? Like, dude, this is supposed to be a wrestling show. Britt, she had a sling blade to Ito. Ito had kicked out. And so to end the match, Dr. Britt Baker, she had locked in the lockjaw to Ito to win the match. So therefore, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, wins the match and advances to the next round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And so right after the match, Tony Storm, her theme music had played, and she came out and she stared at Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And so that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, so I believe they are meeting in the next round. And so right after that, we had Tony Schiavone. He spoke. He came into the middle of the ring. He spoke. And he got interrupted by Serena Deeb.
Hey, Tony.
Yes.
Hey, Tony. Hey.
Oh. Serena Deeb.
I'm sorry. I just had to come out here and tell you that I am so sick of hearing you talk.
Yeah, everybody picking on Tony, man.
What do you mean?
You don't think I heard what you said last week? I heard what you said. You said that I couldn't beat Thunder Rosa at Double or Nothing.
Well, I predicted that Thunder Rosa would win the match. You obviously can beat her.
Oh, yeah? That's not what you said. So congratulations, Tony. Congratulations, Schiavone. After all your years in the business and all of your experience, in one short interview, you made yourself a complete idiot.
Serena Deeb, she had called out Dustin Rhodes. So Dustin Rhodes had came out. So Dustin Rhodes, Thunder Rosa's mentor.
I heard what you said last week, too. You're just as much of an idiot as him. In fact, Jim Ross might be the only one with any brains around here.
Yep.
That cute little video of you and your little teacher's pet, Thunder Rosa. How adorable. I'm her coach. I'm her mentor. Dustin, I respected you.
Respect it.
I know what you had to do to persevere in this business, and you know what I had to do. You know all the dues that I had to pay to make this a good place for women today. You know my trials and tribulations. You know how hard it was to be a woman in the business in that era. And I still got no respect. I put breast implants into my body just to satisfy some old perverts.
Listen, man.
I shaved my head just to show how bad I wanted it, and I still got no respect.
Story of society.
So tell me face to face, why did you say that I couldn't beat Thunder Rosa? No answer? I'm standing right here. No answer? You know why you can't answer me, Dustin? Because you don't have the balls to.
Thunder Rosa came out. Serena Deeb slapped Dustin Rhodes. Thunder Rosa tried to get to Serena Deeb. Dustin Rhodes had held her back. And so Thunder Rosa hit Dustin Rhodes with an elbow to try to get to Serena Deeb. Thunder Rosa ended up getting blasted by the championship belt.
My God, right on the side of the head with a championship belt.
A highly orchestrated assault by Serena Deeb,
who just gained a ton of momentum.
She took the championship. My prediction, man, I'm going with Serena Deeb to win the championship. And I said this last week, I believe, and I said this a couple of weeks ago. Thunder Rosa, she ain't doing nothing with the championship, man. She ain't doing nothing with the title. When is the last time she defended that championship? When is the last time she fought in the ring? So the main event was the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and it was Jeff Hardy with Matt Hardy in his corner versus Adam Cole. And so yeah, bro, this main event was rushed, bro. It was rushed. By the time this match even started, 8:50 hit. The show ended at 9 o'clock, depending on where you are. Central Time ended at 9 o'clock for me. But yeah, usually with the main event, it usually started around 8:45, 8:40, 8:45. But this match started at 8:50. Like, as soon as Jeff Hardy's music got hit, it was 8:50. I was like, man, there's no way both of these guys are going to make their full entrance. And so Adam Cole, he jumped Jeff Hardy from behind. But we only got like 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes of the match. So Cole had caught Hardy with a super kick in midair. And then Cole tried to go for the boom, but Hardy blocked it. Hardy hit the twist of fate to Cole. And then Cole, he had dodged the Swanton bomb. And so to end the match, Adam Cole, he had his finishing move, the boom, to Hardy to win the match. So therefore, Adam Cole wins the match. And we'll go on to the next round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And so right after the match, we had the Young Bucks. They came out and they distracted the Hardy boys. And so Cole, he had took out the Hardys from behind. And yeah, then we had Darby Allin and Sting. And they fought off Cole and the Bucks. And we had the rest of the Undisputed Elite came out, the Red Dragon. They came out and they took out Darby. And then O'Reilly, at one point, he had a steel chair in his hand. He hit Sting with the chair. Sting had no-sold it. And so Sting had grabbed the chair and he threw the chair in Kyle O'Reilly's face. And then the Undisputed Elite, they trapped Sting's ankle into a chair. And they shattered his ankle in that chair. They Pillmanized his ankle in that chair. And so that was pretty much it with the main event. And that was it with the show. Overall, man, the show could have been better. You know, not saying it was a bad show, but it could have been better. There were some things I would have changed around. And that was it. The main event was rushed. That was it with AEW Dynamite. And yeah, man, if you like this video, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here each and every single week. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. No, cut that out. I'm not about to. Twitter sucks. You don't get no notice on Twitter. No notice on Twitter. So yeah, don't even follow me on Twitter, because I don't even use it. I only like and retweet. I don't tweet out nothing. And yeah, if you missed last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right up here in this corner. And the link to that video will be down below in the description, so make sure you click it if you missed it. See you guys when I see you guys. Once again, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And yeah, this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.